as county supervisor, we know that main focuses are to support businesses, our farmers, public safety, just to name a few. All of those benefit, and I think you would agree with this, and I'll ask you the two questions, but then I'll give you a little background information before you answer the questions. I think we would all agree that an educated populace makes all of our jobs and the survival of communities and societies a little bit easier. The question that I'll ask you in a minute is, do you believe in our Fresno County that we have a problem with our educational system? That's the first question. And then the second is, what's one idea that you would bring to work in concert with the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools to help change this problem that we have in our county? Here's the problem. For the last 11 years, every single year, on average, consistently, 55% of our population, student population, cannot read or write on grade level, and close to 70% cannot do math on grade level. For the last 11 years, and nobody has done anything about it. Nope. I reference back to Charles's point about continuing to hire the same people to do a job that we're not doing, which is just the definition of insanity. So the question that I have for you is, do you believe that we have a problem with our educational system? And then what's one idea you'll bring to work in concert with the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools to address that?
Teachers, they are over, 32 students per one teacher. So there's too big of a classroom to focus on the ones that need more help. So they just pretend that they're reading, and they pretend like to go through and pass them along. They pass them along to the next grade and the next grade. So they never really learn how to read. I went to the career day at the school in my city, and there was a student there, an 8th grader, that did not know how to read at all. So yes, that exists, and yes, there is a problem. It's been existing for many, many years. I know this because I see it working in the Department of Corrections. Yes, there's a lot of them that don't know how to read or write or sign their name. So it's good to give them books, but I think they need that one-on-one interaction, because if you don't teach them how to read, you can hand the book to them, but they're still not going to know how to read. They want to read, but they need to learn, and they have to start at the beginning with the first grade, maybe kinder or whatever, wherever they're at. So doing assessments and finding out where they're at, so that there is more interaction with students. The teachers need to have smaller classrooms, because there are large classrooms, so they can't focus on all the kids. And accountability too, because sometimes, let's be real, there's some teachers that really don't care. They're there for the paycheck. It's happened. They're there for the paycheck. They don't care. If that child doesn't know how to read, no, next grade, and I'm there. That's it. So I think there has to be accountability, and the actual state needs to start focusing on more programs for our students to help them have a successful future than we are spending money on the Department of Corrections. And I can tell you, there is college for the inmates. There is so many different programs that they have for inmates in the prison system, and you don't have hardly anything out here for our students. That's why, to me, it's about focusing how we can make that change and focus more outside services for the kids so that they don't end up in the prison. I've seen that so many times at the juvenile hall. There were so many that didn't know how to read. They lived under a bridge. They didn't have family. So they can have a book, but if they don't have that family support, they don't have anyone to take care of them and show